Hello everyone out there on the internet, I'm Jack of all Trades and we are here for Shingeki No Kyojin Attack on Titan Season 4, the final season, Part 2. This is episode 79, Memories of the Future. More path stuff to come, okay. Just before we go, the flurry of images as Zeke caught Aaron's head, and we got all those in the past week, and in the comments below. Thank you everyone for explaining to me the high school AU Mikasa and Armin and the Reiner in the sauna. Not important, not canon defining things. Those were just fun wee things that briefly appeared in the manga. They're not meant to mean anything, apparently. We'll see, but don't focus on it. Okay. And also thank you for Mises, I think. Sorry if I'm butchering that. For pointing out this shot being one of Kruger's memories, Aaron Kruger, the owl, specifically him when he saw his parents being killed by Marley and everything when he was hiding in the cupboard, in the wardrobe. That makes sense, because everything we see in that sequence is, I think, except from the shot of young... Well, no, because even then the shot of young Grisha would have been... You're seeing it from a point of view of previous Titan shifters, like Frida or Grisha or Aaron Kruger or Aaron Yeager. So, yeah, that's really cool. I really like that sequence. That was a lot last episode, with like the entire second half basically taking place in an instant, but also, again, Zeke was there for years waiting for Aaron to wake up to be able to talk to him and everything. And then it ended with a headbutt, and I'm predicting this episode is going to start off at that very moment. So, I've not got much more to say. I'm ready to dive into this once again. And everyone's been great for this season so far, but please keep the comments spoiler-free for anything manga spoilery. Just address everything up to this point. 3, 2, 1. Play. And just have this shining beautifully on my face so I may sync up the footage. Okay, cool. Right. Shigashina from a bird's eye view. Baby Aaron? Hey, baby. Oh, whoa! Okay. Zeke and Aaron watching? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so it's Carla and Grisha, yeah. And that is proper tiny baby Aaron. Okay. I do really like Zeke's design with the longer hair and the beard. Yeah, with that shot, Carla as well. But Aaron was born into this world, like he said, and that was a Carla line from Bystander, which is the youngest we've ever seen Aaron. Oh. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna follow through Aaron's life here. I love the visual of these two just walking through Shigashina together. Yeah, because again, in episode 1, he's like, oh yeah, bye guys, I'm gonna go visit a family in the interior. The Rices, who we massacred. You don't believe that. You're just saying that to try and win him over. Yeah. Zeke's not buying it. Oh, I wonder, because again, honest and reaching for the bottle. I wonder if they're actually watching this in real time. Grisha met Kenny? Oh, okay. That's a cool wee detail. And then this is it. Yeah, okay. Is this the day he did this? He still looks quite young here, so no, because he had the facial hair and everything. Yeah. I'm glad we're getting more Grisha. He's not saying a word or anything, but you know, we're seeing more of this. Huh. I love the dreamlike... Okay, so maybe they're not following this directly as it happens, but the sort of dreamlike logic there of just through that door into the next memory. The basement. Oh. Okay. The photograph. Zeke, he kept that, though. He's presently conscious here. Oh my god! No! Is this just within the paths, or did this actually happen? I feel like that's the case. This actually happened. Right? Oh my god, this actually happened! Oh, he's flipping this on you. Oh, I'm loving the back and forth between Eren and Zeke here, kind of fighting, not fighting, but wrestling control of the situation there. Zeke's like, I'm going to show you this and I'm going to change your mind. And Eren was like, I'm changing your mind now. This is seeing this actually. So no, in the year, whatever, year, and then a bit of a flummox right now to properly figure out the chronology and everything. You know, young Eren, let's say after, around the time of the bystander flashback with the end of the final bystander flashback, with Carla and everything. Around that time, Grisha was down in the basement, and because of paths, heard them here in this. He connected with at least Zeke here. If he also somehow connects with Eren during this. And if they connect with Kruger as well, that can get the Armin and Mikasa stuff. Which even then, memories from the future, that's what this all is. Oh, I'm so pumped up all of a sudden. I was quite subdued at the start of this, and and the music's not helping. Okay. Breathe. But we still end with Eren like on top of the wall screaming. And Colossals. Memories of the Future. Episode 79. With Armin. 9 years old, okay. Yeah. Because when Zeke and Eren first meet, that's what he's talking about. It's like, I'm going to come back and save you from everything your father did. And even back then, he doesn't refer to Grisha as his own father, because to him, that was Cassava. It's like, you wanted... Yeah. Okay. Again, trust me, I will be rewatching this. Ho ho ho! Oh, the two of... with Zeke over his shoulder there. Oh. And I love this, like, oh, from the moment I was born, and we showed that scene for the moment Eren was born. Yeah. Giving the scarf to Mikasa. That's what he's watching. That's what he chose to pay attention to in that moment. Okay, this is looking more like present. Well, not present, but the last we saw of Grisha. Yeah, writing that note on the back of the letter. And that's the state that we find it in. Closed in the secret compartment of the desk. Yep. So did he write that like... Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did we cut forward there? Oh, I'm loving seeing these two just in the background of all these shots. Can you imagine if Wit were still doing this? And it was still like the exact same as before. It's really nice seeing Mappa and the slight tweak to it with their slightly different art style and everything. Oh. That would be a great what if universe to see. Aaron's thinking of joining the Scouts. Yep. And Zeke's seeing all this for the first time. They're capturing this moment brilliant. Oh, okay, even Aaron. The expressions in this episode are amazing. Oh. We didn't get to see Grisha's reaction to that originally. Oh. That's the same shot. Fuck you. That is the exact same. That is a Wit. No! This show is amazing! Hajime Isayama! This is so good! That he saw him throughout all this. Here we go, Rod, Frida. I don't remember the rest of the family's names. Oh, and he's come here with them. Coordinates, path instructed, yeah. Okay. I will double check that anyway. Are we... Yeah, what? Let's get this scene properly. That's the king. Yeah. Judgment Day has come for the subjects of Ymir. Huh. Oh. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that. The first king, Frida, and all that being on the same page as Zeke. Oh, and Aaron just scowling in the background there. Grisha being aware of them this entire time is utterly unreal. Or, you know, getting glimpses of them at least. Right. Including the attack within me. Yeah, what? Seeking out freedom? Right. Shingeki no Kyojin. Oh! So this is unique to the attack. Okay. The Attack Titan can know the future. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. Wow. No, 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 no! I was waiting for that. We were dragging out that moment too long. Yeah, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah! I like the Hippocratic Oath thing there. But does Eren, like, force him to in some way? Or are we fucking with the timeline? And there's Rod is the furthest away. Rod's ready to escape. But Grisha has to know that this has to happen. Oh my god. Faye. Dinah, Kruger. Grace, everyone, yeah. Keep moving forward even if you die, even after death. Oh. And here we go. Then we get the shot. Okay. The one who started the story. Oh, that shot! What is Eren's goal here? What is Eren doing? What is all this? And did that always happen that way? Right? It did. Yeah? The moment he kissed Historia's hand. Yep. Ooh, I love the flip of it there. That was good. And then Eren looks defeated there. Grisha's Titan, yeah. I always forget how weird it looked. And after this... wow! Okay! We are humanizing Grisha way too much! Oh my god! Like screaming out to an uncaring god here. Probably not. To be frank, Grisha, probably not. Eren is still such a question mark, and we're this far into the show. I'm starting to spit a bit here, sorry. If Carla... oh my god. Oh my god. Things won't go your way. Only Eren will get what he wants. Yeah. Grisha knows what comes next. No! Oh! He still loves you! Ah! This is... the music for this adds so much! Holy crap! What now? And Zeke's crying in his dad's arms. Oh my god. But like after this... oh, and that's why Grisha was so stoically serious when talking to Keith when he goes back to be eaten by Eren, because he knows exactly what's going to happen and how this all plays out! Oh... oh, you... boss. No! Okay! No! Oh! Last episode was one of the best episodes of the show, and this is a contender for the best. Again, it's one of those things where, you know, because of everything that's come before to build up to this point. I don't care how this story ends. That was phenomenal. That's an 11, 12 out of 10 there. That is absolutely insane. Ah. But this is the ending. This is the ED. This is the outro. These things do not mesh. What is gonna change? Is this just absolute nonsense? Again, that shot of Utgar, I didn't realize it until last week. The walls are in... There is no walls there. The Titans have left. The rumbling has occurred. As the opening shoves down your throat. And the rainbow of fire that's vaguely reminiscent of like that initial chunk of hardened Titan skin and everything Hanji was looking at under the microscope. Preview. Once again, not watching the preview. Wow! I was on the verge of tears at points there. Wow! I wanted to say this at the start. I meant to say this at the start of the episode before the reactions, just before everyone clicks away. Again, please subscribe to this channel if we can get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of Attack on Titan, whether that be a movie, whatever. 2,000 just seems quite a far way off at the moment, and I'm realizing I probably should have set a lower goal, but still, I will get an Attack on Titan tattoo. I'm gonna get... I don't know. This story is phenomenal. I want to shake Isayama's hand at some point before I die. Oh. Okay, so I can get this up and out to you guys. Lickety split. Let's check the Attack on Titan wiki. I have the page open, ready. Yep, just need to refresh. Again, it's so soon after the episode's release. Yeah, because the episode comes out in Funimation at in the UK at 9:15. It's now 9:20. And all the wiki page for this episode has, because that's basically just been the runtime of the episode, is currently publicly available information. The coordinate. The place where all paths intersect. There, time is both instant and infinite. We saw Kenny again this episode. We saw Kenny. We saw the horror in Grisha's eyes. Well, Grisha's Japanese voice actor. I don't know what else he's been in. You feel everything with him since episode 1. Episode 1, he was a mystery, blank face. You had no clue what was going on until you start getting the crazy memories of him screaming and trying to inject Eren. And then I think it sort of hit me back with Soul Salvation, when we see Zeke's point of view of being raised by this guy, of him freaking out that one night and everything, and Zeke terrified, hiding, peeking through the door or under the bed or wherever he's hiding from Grisha. That fucking sold that delivery so well. And then this episode, as he's screaming out to Eren, there, I've murdered this family, are you happy now? But I said that much more enraged than he did. He was terrified. And then telling Zeke, I know what happens next. Basically, you've lost. And I'm sorry. Wow, okay. Quick skim through this episode. Again, 100% have missed things. I do rewatch these episodes, and if there's anything major, I will either address it briefly popping up on just text on screen or something in the edit here, or I will bring it up next week. Baby Eren, youngest we've ever seen Eren. I love it's the POV. Me doing that made absolutely no sense, because it's the POV, you know? It's from his perspective, because that's how this works, seeing the memories and everything until they're like in the environment and everything. That's so cool. It's such a cool framing device for this. Not even a framing device, it's the story. But then little baby Eren following a butterfly, and the last shot of the opening is a butterfly that's been trampled. But he was going towards Grisha there, and Zeke realizing, oh yeah, okay, I love because it's sort of been a thing, you know, that up until this episode, and Zeke points it out, they're still looking in at the window. that Grisha was 100% lying to absolutely everyone in his life within the walls, right? Like, there's no way he told Carla all this. Although that would be a fucking heartbreaking reveal if so, if that is the case. But there's no way he told Carla, even with like Keith in that, again, Bystander. Bystander is one of my favorite episodes of the show, but this definitely tops it. Although one of my favorite reveals is still that Shadis is Shadis, which again, if you didn't watch the English dub subtitles or whatever that gave that away in episode 1 of the show, bullshit. That Grisha did. Like, with Keith, he's like, oh yeah, I've lost all my memories except for my name and that I'm a doctor. It's like, no. He probably lost some memories and then regained them after transforming back from a Titan, becoming a shifter and all. But yeah, no, he knew everything the entire time. And he lied to that guy, he lied to everyone, he was using his position as a doctor to work his way up. And again, saving everyone from that plague and everything. Just because he didn't have better medical technology, he just knew more. He came from a significantly more advanced society. And was this miracle to these people. But then we get this brief cuts of him sitting, having dinner, him laughing, having a good time with young Eren, and I love the image so much of this old, just like not old, but older, disheveled looking Zeke, and Eren sitting watching all this, just sat up on the wall there, watching Grisha holding Eren, reaching for a bottle of booze with a harness. Rest in pieces from Dinah fucking bit him in half. Rifling through a drawer, finding some documents. Hurrying away nervously from Kenny and the others. And then, yeah, the chapel, I realized it in the moment of like, this is too early, right? And then you see, yeah, he looks much younger. Zeke having no clue. And then Eren telling him. And then that can't be. Grisha stole the Founding Titan on the day the walls fell. Which is years from now. So he knew, but he loved Eren enough to let him live longer. I mean, again, he had 13 years. So that's it. It's not that he waited till the last possible moment, didn't he? So they had no other choice that this was the last chance he had to do it. Was to go and come back because he was about to die because of the curse of Ymir. Which I hope we delve into more. We have to. Again, the reactions in this episode are so good. Seeing him writing it. And then when Grisha is conscious of their presence. Saying, I'm sorry, Zeke, as if he's in a dream and he wakes up, sees it, it's like, no, that can't be Zeke and everything. This is such a good episode, and then the theme song. I love the shot. I mean, I feel like, I don't know who I'm going to use for this thumbnail. It might have to be Grisha. It's probably going to be Grisha. Of Zeke over his shoulder, watching in horror. He's seeing Eren's life, and I mean, everything Zeke's been through, he's still horrified by this. Seeing Grisha's reactions in this moment, and I need to see him in the doorway talking about the key, and seeing Eren stood in front of him. That was amazing. But yeah, I'm glad they kept Wit's shot of the key there. You could tell from like the thicker outlines and everything. And his son, Eren, yelling there, take care! And him knowing what's to come. Grisha's such a good character, man. It's... Okay, we just keep skipping forward. Seeing him in the Rice Chapel, Zeke saying that, hey, you once saw this and you said that it disgusted you. And then the look on Eren's face there. I'm curious, like, from Eren's perspective, how does he remember this? Because he's remembering it, like, as if he's presently here within this scene. He remembers it from Grisha's memories as well, from Grisha's perspective, and he's living it, you know? It's a good thing he saw it all in flashes back in Season 3, Part 1, because if he had the full context of this back then, oh my god. But getting more Frida, and see how, like, riled up this moment gets Eren? And then the reveal, the Founding Titan has its special traits. Yeah, it's always seeking out freedom and everything. But the reason being... Shingeki No Kyojin! For ages, the inheritors of the Attack Titan have never followed anyone. And I know the reason why. To fight the king's self-righteousness. Yeah, we were led by our memories. And all for this moment, the Attack Titan can glimpse into the memories of future inheritors. And as he's saying this, he's got his hand on his head. He's like looking away, and then he looks up towards Frida, but towards Eren. The Attack Titan knows the future. And you hear a rumbling in the background of this scene. Oh, this episode is amazing. Okay. And then all that happens, and Grisha drops the knife. He doesn't do it. And then Eren gets down and eggs him on into murdering this family. And Grisha's voice, I can't kill children. The past can't just change, says Zeke. So is this what always happened, or is this the slight change? Are they changing the past in this moment? But Eren gets down to make sure it still goes as planned, as it should? Is it Prisoner of Azkaban time travel, where it always happened this way? Or is it, let's say, Terminator, go back and they send people back to make sure it happens the way it always should have? Right? I love the idea that this is how it always happened, though. Because, I mean, Zeke only knows this from what he's been told. He hasn't seen this memory or anything. But Eren has. I'm just whispering this into his father's ear. And the Grisha waited. He waited this time. Because he loved his son so much. And this is what his son is doing. Aren't you the one who started this story? Yeah, it all began on that day in his youth when... And I love that Grisha doesn't use a knife, he uses a scalpel, because he's a doctor. Why is that shot in there, though? Wait! Did Eren get this full context then, in that moment? At the end of Season 3, Part 1? Because his reaction and everything there, right? No, let's say in Season 3, Part 2. Yes, because that's right before. How much has Eren known, and from when, and... Grisha's freak out here! With the jump cuts and the swirling around, on his knees screaming up at the sky. And all but the father. Then he specifies that. Did Eren intentionally want it to do, because that's how it had to go? The sound design this season. The score, the music, the voice acting, the animation, the story. Shingeki no Kyojin. Attack on Titan. If Carla is safe, ... Was this really the only way? What exactly does he say here? That threw me off when I watched it. And... So this happens... This is the day that the wall collapsed. The day that... An 11-year-old... 11, 12-year-old Bertolt kicks a hole through the wall. Reiner charges through, demolishing the gate. Why won't you show me everything? The wall being destroyed. the day it happens, if Carla is... Oh! Was this really the only way? Oh, okay! Okay, so Grisha leaves. He leaves, shows the key, sees Eren, walks down as Eren's waving goodbye and hoping he'll be safe. Present day, season 4 Eren, let him know the day the wall would be destroyed. So he did. It's not necessarily that his 13 years are probably almost up. But he waited till the day, the last possible day, to spend his time with his family there. Until the last moment he possibly could have left. Okay. He leaves. He goes to the chapel. Everything at the chapel takes place as we've just seen. But Eren didn't show him that Carla died. Which, for one, is Eren manipulating the fuck out of him. But two, make sure that the story isn't tripping over itself, because we've seen before Grisha riding a horse and carriage, hoping that I think that was in episode 1 or episode 2 actually, riding the horse, no, episode 2 probably, riding the horse and cart to get back to Shigashina, to get back to his family, hoping that Carla and Eren would be alive. I think he specifically says Carla actually there, doesn't he? I think. Because Eren here in present didn't let him know what would happen to Carla. So he's there hoping that she'll still be alive. Because of Eren's machinations and manipulation here. And then he goes back. Sees Keith as he's running through the streets, and he's freaking the fuck out way more than most other people are in that moment, in that scene, as word reaches Keith of Maria's, Shigashina's destruction. Which is why in the chapel earlier in this episode, Grisha knew that the wall had collapsed despite being here. Sees Keith and then goes, finds out from young... Oh, I need to rewatch Bystander again. Young Eren tells him that Carla was eaten by a Titan. You then get Grisha's reaction to that. And then he goes off into the woods to transform and be eaten by his son. I'm amazed how well all of Grisha's stuff from these various flashbacks and everything primarily scattered over the past 4 seasons. Like, chronologically, we see Grisha alive in episode 1, and I think a scene in episode 2. And that's it. All of Grisha Jaeger since episode 2 that we've seen has been in flashbacks or memories or paths. I'm astounded how well it all syncs up for him, how each of those little pieces, we then get bits that fit in between, we get bigger scenes like this, all these tiny moments, how they all piece together to fit a solid story of his life. Specifically his time within the walls. That in and of itself deserves a round of applause. Man, shit. Right, okay. I don't want to dig too much more into it, but then Grisha sees Zeke again. He says, like, Zeke, I know you're there or something before he actually sees him. Right? Because he's screaming up to Eren. And then his eyes widen. He says, Zeke, ... question mark. Is that you? Yeah, and then, yeah. And how you've grown, and the music, and Zeke's reaction to all this. I'm sorry I was a terrible father. Oh, Christ. This was such an amazing episode. Such a phenomenal piece of storytelling. Oh. This story, this show. I'm glad there's a week, because I'm gonna need time to properly process this. Okay. I'm sorry I was such a terrible father. The things I put you through were so cruel. Embraces him, hugging his son. Zeke, I love you. Tears rolling down his... Like the Titan, like the marks on the eyes and the tears rolling down. If only I'd spent more time. Like, Grisha's just sobbing. And like, through paths or whatever, Zeke is somewhat physically here. Because Grisha is making direct contact with him, hugging him here. Right? Like, he's essentially leaning on Zeke here. So, like, from an outsider perspective, Grisha's like, just like this, somehow supported by nothing. And then he sees Eren, gets knocked back as he falls on his ass to the dirt as Eren stands there. Granted, his arms are like bound, but he stands there, looming over him with the coordinates. I assume is just the term for that tree. Then, based on the mid card, with the coordinates looming behind him. Wow. And on bystander as well. Keith is probably still alive. Keith is going to be like the sole surviving member of the upper ranks of the military, commandant. Because, as far as we're aware, he didn't drink the wine. He had the shit kicked out of him by the Jaegerists. And he was in that cell, and he was telling Connie, no, get everyone else. You guys go. You guys go. He's probably still... I doubt he's a Titan. I hope he doesn't get eaten by Pixis or something. Or by another Titan, but I'm thinking he might still be alive and present, which would be so poetic if he makes it to the end of this series, because he was that guy in episode 1. You get that brief moment where they're down in the basement and Grisha spots Eren, and then it just cuts. I wonder if we're going to fill in that gap at all of what exactly was said there. I doubt it. I feel like... Because it's just... Oh... Just skimming through the timeline for this episode. Finishes writing the note on the letter, closes it, closes the book, closes the drawer, locks the drawer, looks at the key. And it's just... is now staring at Eren, who stood there. I've been saying it for a while, but Attack on Titan has time travel. And they're playing a soft, like, piano track throughout this scene from episode 1, the scene we've seen before. You had Mikasa protecting you, didn't you? I'm jumping all over the place. I want to go back to when they see... when it's Grisha scolding Eren. Do you have any idea what you've just done? Dad didn't... I've been this way since birth. Since birth? You won't find that pathetic little brother you're hoping for in me yet. Don't you think that's a bit ironic, Eren? But he turns back. The music cuts, and we see that Eren is in this moment watching Mikasa for the "It's warm" moment. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to call this video there. My heart's still pounding a bit. I mean, I'm going to have to, like, now record the footage of the episode to be able to put in the video, so I'm going to go get a drink while that's happening. Potentially something stronger than water. Once again, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If we can hit it's unlikely, but if we can hit 2,000 subscribers before the end of Attack on Titan, I will be getting Attack on Titan tattoo and probably live streaming it for you to enjoy my terror and suffering, because I am not a fan of needles. But yes, I've been Jack of all trades. Attack on Titan has been a phenomenal ride, and is, yes, my favourite anime, full stop, even though it's not finished. When I was watching Code Geass, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And then you got to the finale, and it's like, okay, yeah, that was my favorite anime of all time. And then I started watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I'm like, okay, this is really good as well. But because of what happened, the ending of Code Geass sealing that deal so well, I was like, okay, for any show, I've got to wait and see the ending. Attack on Titan has been such a phenomenal ride. The quality of the final episode doesn't matter all too much to me, because in the words of Captain Jack Sparrow,
it is not the destination so much as the journey, they say.
With that said, I've been Jack of all trades, and until next time,